Hey, what's up everybody? Timmy, aka Echo Side Fiend here. Today I thought I'd do a walkthrough, so to speak, of my Juggalo collection. I'm going to say Juggalo because I have obviously Psychopathic and Magic Ninja and so on. So I saw a DC Fago guy do a video of this a little while back, and I'm going to kind of just follow his lead, just kind of go through and pull each one out. And he had music playing over his. I'm not going to do that for one because I don't know how, and for two, there's also like some stories connected to him that I'm going to maybe go through quick as we're doing it. So before we get started, let's go ahead and get the special guest appearance by Hecate out of the way, who is licking all the moisture and condensation off my Surge can. So she likes to do that. So alright, so we're getting that out of the way. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so I have mine set from, I got ICP on the top, Twisted on the bottom, Blaze, and so on. I do mine, I know a lot of people do, like where they just do the order of the release. I've got it newest to oldest, but then I also kind of just, so I got all their main albums here, and then like solo albums and so on, compilations and stuff. So I keep like all the Joker's cards and all that on top, and then same with Twisted, do all their main albums, and then like solo stuff is towards the end. So not in the exact order, but keep it in numerical order as far as the where the albums, as far as like the type of album and then when it came out. So, all right, let's go ahead and get started. So I got Marvelous Missing Link outtakes, Phantom Extra Spooky Edition. I never did get the just regular one. Missing Link Found, Missing Link Lost. You'll notice it doesn't have the slipcase. I do have one of those down just towards the bottom. I got a stack of doubles. I had it pre-ordered, and it didn't come. I think I got mine a week and a half after the release date, but I went to Best Buy and got one on release date because I don't miss ICP release dates. House of Wax. I do have the first 6 box set down on the floor here. We'll see that later. Hollow Wicked collection. I picked that up at Hollow Wicked. Got the Mighty Death Pop. I got all 3, obviously, because I'm a collector. I didn't pre-order those. I'd already had a lot of issues with Hatchet gear at the time, so I decided not to pre-order them. So I just went to Best Buy the day they came out, and they were all like, they were on sale. They were like $10, so I got all of them for like $30 plus tax. So got the Bang Pow Boom Nuclear Edition, Bang Pow Boom Blue. I got this one at midnight at a department store here in Michigan. I think they've got some in Indiana and stuff like that too. It's called Meyer. It's based here. Their corporate headquarters right down the road, but they had the blue at midnight because they have a CD DVD section. And then I just went to Best Buy on my way to work. I was working second shift at the time and got green and red the next day. So I got them all on release day. Got Eye of the Storm. Got the Tempest. I didn't care for this too much when it came out, and then over the course of the years I started listening to it a little more, and now I really like it. It's actually one of my favorites. So, got the Com. Got the Wraith remixes. I think I've listened to each one of those once. I just picked them up because I saw they were coming out. So, got Hell's Pit. Obviously, I had to have both DVDs. Got the Wraith DVD audio. And same with Wraith Shangri-La. Got both of them, so I could have both DVDs. Got the, if I can get it out here, got the Pendulum. I bought the graphic novel that came with that. Got the Bizarre Question Marks, Bizarre Eyes, Amazing Jekyll Brothers. I'm not sure which one of these I got on release day. I went and picked one up, and I wasn't worried about getting both covers. And a friend of mine who's a Juggalo, and he's just a music fan in general, he moves around a lot for his job, and he decided to get rid of his physical CDs and just go digital. And so he asked me if I wanted any of them, and I already had like everything he had, so I just grabbed the one Jekyll Brothers that I needed. Got Great Malenko. This is a Island Records version. I did have a Hollywood one. I got it the day it came out. I had it reserved, and I was able to get it from the music store I reserved it at before they got recalled. So then when this one came out, I lent it to a friend of mine. I lent the Hollywood one, and I never got it back. I'm still friends with him, and I asked him about it not too long ago, and he said he's pretty sure he didn't get rid of it, and he said if he can find it, he is going to give it back to me, so hopefully I'll have one of those soon. Tunnel of Love, not the X-rated. I don't really care about whatever. It's, I got the one I got, and that's it. So, Riddle Box 20th anniversary. Got the Riddle Box. This is the one that I showed off in my merchandise video. I got it the day it came out. Terror Wheel. This is an original print. I had an original print, and then I lent it to a friend of mine, and while he had it, his car got broken into and it got stolen, so he bought me another one, but it was a reprint. And then as I which was fine, but then as I got more into collecting, I was like, I gotta get another one of these. And I was at a local music store here in Grand Rapids called Vertigo a little while back, and found it in the used section for like $3.99, so I picked that up. So that is an actual original Ringmaster. This is the same one I got the day that I went and picked up this and Carnival of Carnage, and I just found out who ICP was the night before. Beverly Kills, I think this is a reprint I had. Yeah, I did have an original copy and just misplaced it. I don't know if I lent it to somebody or just lost it or whatever, and so I ended up having to buy another one, and unfortunately it's a reprint. But so, Carnival of Carnage, same thing. This is the same one that I bought when I found out who they were. Not the day it came out, but not too terribly long after. Probably just a year or so, a couple years. So, Forgotten Freshness Volume 5, Forgotten Freshness Volume 4, Forgotten Freshness Volume 3, and then my Forgotten Freshness Volumes 1 and 2 are just burned copies. Where am I reaching here? Right here. I did have the original of the Forgotten Freshness Volume 1, and I lent it to a guy. It was a friend of a friend, and while he had it, he violated his probation by committing assault, and he, as far as I know, still doing prison time. So I just never... I'll pick it up sometime when they came out with the other ones, but my friend just burned me copies of them, and so not worried about it. So Basement Cut, so I was going to say Dog Beats, but I just ordered that off of Hatchet Gear. I don't think it's anything rare. I think you can still get it, so it's like a reprint. So this is Violent J and D Lyrical. I just ordered this off of eBay from some guy. He just had a digital copy, and for like $5 post-paid, he'd make you a CD copy. And he admitted it's not the best copy. He's like, it'll just be all one track. There's a lot of audio problems, but I figured $5, I wanted to hear it, so I ordered it. And now I've got a nice digital copy, so I just keep that in my CD collection. Whoops, getting ahead of myself. Nope, never mind. So, Violent J, The Shining. This here is the Violent J, the one that he gave out at the gathering. I don't go to the gatherings, I never have, but my friend Ivory went, and she got one, and her boyfriend, both her and her boyfriend got one, and he's not even really big Juggalo, so he gave me his copy. So, Wizard of the Hood, the tin, the collector's tin. I actually only just picked this up at DCG Con. They had it for $10, and now I just saw on, I think that's new psychopathicmerch.com. It's like 25 or something like that, 20 or 25. So I just never had it, so I picked it up at the con. I got the Wizard of the Hood that I've had since the day it came out. I'm gonna move here a little bit. So now we got Fuck the Fuck Off Motherfucker. I had it pre-ordered, so I got one of the signed copies. I'm loving this. I've been listening to it like crazy, pretty much non-stop since I got it. Fuck the Fuck Off. I actually had one that was signed. I got it, so I picked it up again the day it came out, and then when he was doing the in-store autograph tour, I went and had him sign it, and I had him sign that wrestling boot too, that if you watched my merchandise video, you can see that. And then as I got done, somebody at the shop, I forget what, A Beat Goes On it was called, they kind of like grabbed me and were like, all right, come on, we gotta keep the line moving, and I almost dropped all my stuff, and I was kind of going to catch it, and I did, and I smudged the signature like bad, I mean to the point where you couldn't even see what it was. And I was like, well, I can't have a CD with a smudged signature on it, so on the way home, I picked up another one, but my boot was fine, and that's what I was more worried about, so. Got the, Just Fuck Off. I think this is a reprint as well. Yeah, 2003. I did have one that I just bought when I started collecting, and same thing, I just don't know what I did with it. May have lent it away. Might still have it, don't know. So, had to rebuy it. So, Mutilation mix. This, I'm not really even sure. I don't know if this is rare or what. I'm not even sure where I got it. I don't know if I ordered it online or if I bought it at a show, but it's just kind of like a party mix. It's pretty cool. So this here is the Chicken Huntin' CD single. And this was kind of cool. I got it at I'm an old school skateboarder, and I was going to our local shop. It was called Modern Skate and Surf. They're gone now, but when I walked up, there was a Psychopathic van in the parking lot, and this guy, I don't think it was nobody in ICP themselves or anything, but was walking out. He had just dropped off tapes and like promotional singles to hand out. And as I was walking out, he got a box of these, and he just handed me one. And he's like, "Here, take it, man. These guys are from Detroit." And I was like, "Yeah, I already know who they are." I think it was just before Riddlebox came out, so I was like, "Yeah, I just found them like a month ago." He's like, "Awesome," and he jumped in his van and drove off. So got Jump Steady the Road. I love this. I listen to it quite a bit, usually around Halloween. My ex-girlfriend and I, we lived in a house right downtown, Grand Rapids, but we had a big porch, and I would sit out there at night with my Bluetooth speaker and have a couple beers and listen to that. So Master of the Flying Guillotine, I like that album. And then I got Chaos Theory. I'm not too wild about this one. I don't listen to it a lot. It was his first. I know he's kind of getting his style down and all that. Not bad, just don't listen to it a lot. Got the Mud, the Water, the Air, and the Blood. Dark Lotus, obviously. Opaque Brotherhood. I don't have the deluxe edition. I just got that one. I do have a digital copy of the deluxe edition, but Black Rain. So this is a tie between this one and Tales from the Lotus Pod. That is my favorite. I think I'd probably have to go with Tales from the Lotus Pod. And this is the one with Mars on it. I never bought the revised edition. I'm just not super into ABK. So now we're getting into Twisted, Continuous Evolution of Life's Questions. I love that album. I know a lot of people are kind of on the fence about it, but I love it. Got the Trapped EP. My buddy picked this up for me at the Gathering. I haven't even opened it. I listened to it on Spotify, and I'm not really into it. I got the Darkness. Yeah, New Nightmare. I did the pre-order, so I got the signed cover. Yeah, both copies of Abominations. Funny story, I ordered these on Hatchet Gear and got them 2.5 weeks. I pre-ordered them on Hatchet Gear and got them 2.5 weeks after the release date. No, I can't get those back in there. I think it was stuck on the other CD there. So. Heartbroken and Homicidal. Not super into that album. I don't listen to it too much. Wicked. I got that signed at a VIP. This I love. This is one of my favorite Twisted albums. Independence Day. Not too into that one either. I don't listen to it very often. Mutant. Man's Myth. I like both of those. I like Man's Myth a little bit more. But got the Magic Ninja version of Green Book. Got the original Psychopathic Green Book. I've had that, like, again, since the day it came out. Mirror Mirror. I like that one. I listen to that one pretty frequently. Freak Show, of course, everybody's one of their favorites. This one I got signed at a VIP. Got Most Tasteless. I got the Chaos Comics version, and then this I actually just ordered from a guy in one of the buy and sell groups on Facebook, the Most Tasteless original. The Cryptic Collection, got that at Hollow Wicked. I am missing Cryptic Collection Volume 4. I never did pick that up. I got Cryptic Collection Volume 3, Volume 2, Volume 1. Got the Madrox Fatso Earth 2 version, Madrox Fatso, and then Monoxide's Chainsmoker. That one I actually didn't care for a lot when it first came out, and the same thing as that with the Tempest. I started listening to it a little bit more and found myself really enjoying it. Alright, so this is all DVDs here. We'll get up to those in a little bit. So now we're down to Blaze. Got Dead Vultures. A friend of mine bought that for me, or picked it up for me. I gave him money at the Gathering. Got the Casket Maker. I like that one a lot. And then Casket Factory. So I actually, for a long time, wasn't terribly into Blaze. I always collected his stuff just because it was psychopathic. Gang Rags wasn't too much my thing, so when this one came out, I wasn't even going to buy it. And then kind of like last second, I just decided to pre-order it. I was like, what the hell? And I'm glad I did, because that ended up being one of my favorite albums. Like, it's definitely my favorite album of his, and it's one of my favorite Juggalo albums, period. I love it. I listen to it a lot. Gang Rags Reborn. Got that Gang Rags extended and uncut. Gang Rags, I do have the box for that still, and I had the green. Yeah, you got something to add, huh? I had the green bandana. I still do have it. I just don't know where it went. I've got it packed away somewhere. I just can't put my hands on it. I got Clockwork Gray. I do like that one a lot. Colton Grundy did not do a whole lot for me. I don't listen to it very often. And Deluxe G Edition, I have the original. Let's see it next. I just picked that up just for my collection. Excuse me. So we're over here. So I got the One Less G in the Hood. That is obviously I think it's an awesome album. I think it's a lot of everybody's favorite. Got the original EP. All right, now we're into Boondocks. I pre-ordered The Murder. I actually am not the biggest Boondocks fan, but I do enjoy him, so I was like, oh, I'm going to get The Murder, and I'm glad I did. Same thing. I love it. I listen to it, like, a lot. And I was going to say, like, crazy. Maybe not like crazy, but I listen to it a lot. Abaddon, I do like that one a lot. South of Hell, didn't listen to that a whole lot. Wasn't too terribly impressed with it. Crimson Creek is pretty good. Pumpkinhead EP, I do like a lot. And then The Harvest. Yeah, I listened to it a lot when it came out, but I don't listen to it a lot much anymore. Big Hoodoo, I love both of his albums. I got Asylum. Crystal Skull. The Killjoy Club. Now we're to DJ Clay. I actually only just picked all these up at the DCG Con. I picked them up at the little music store that was in the Gibraltar Trade Center. And I bought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I guess 7 CDs. They're $10 a piece, no tax. And when I bought all of them, the guy just said $50. So I saved like $20. So got World Upside Down. I had just never had any of these. So when I saw them there, they had them all. I was like, fuck it, might as well get them. So what is this? Book of the Wicked. Book of the Wicked, Chapter 1. And Let 'Em Bleed, Mixtape 4. 3, 2, 1. Got Legs Diamond and the Purple Gang. I actually haven't really listened to this too much. I really do need to give it a little bit more of a spin. I've listened to it all the way through, but I know a lot of Juggalos are saying it's really good, so I need to listen to it more. I got Young Wicked Slaughter. I like that a lot. I haven't got his new one from Magic Ninja. I do plan on it though. I know he's kind of a douchebag, but whatever, his personal life aside, he is a fucking incredible performer. So I think I'm gonna pick up his latest Psychopathic from Outer Space, Volume 3. Oops, Volume 2. Set these back up. Volume 1. Super Villains. I wish they'd have done more with this. They didn't really end up doing much with it. So I know they were gonna do the superheroes, but. So, Zug Island, what is that, 333, Cracked Tiles. This is a single for Fire, and then it had Sunny Day on it. I actually just bought it at the merch stand at Hallowicked, I think 2002, before the album came out. So they just had it was like $5, so I grabbed it while I was getting a shirt. Blase Rose, the Gathering version, my buddy got it, and he didn't want it, so he gave it to me. I don't know, I don't think it's that bad. So, G-Moski, My Filthy Spirit Bomb. I got that signed by him when I saw him in Lansing. I opened for Twisted. So, I'm a big fan of his. I know like his diss tracks are kind of lame, but whatever. So, Zodiac Imprint. I think, I haven't even opened this yet. So there's a big crack across the cover. I haven't even opened it. But I've been listening to it on Spotify, so I just haven't got around to opening it. But I love that album. It's fucking great. I hope they do a full length. Got Lex the Hexmaster. Contact. Black Season. I got that signed in Lansing. That one I think he opened for Blaze. Got Gorilla Voltage, which I know pretty much I think everybody is on board with. That it is a fucking banger from beginning to end. I love it. I can't. This coming Friday they're going to be opening for Twisted right here in Grand Rapids. I can't fucking wait to see him. American Psycho tour exclusive. I got that all signed because I did the VIP, and got a big ass fucking crack on that one too. Put a new case on that, but so I did the VIP. That was the year that the first year they did it, and it didn't turn out very good. We were kind of unhappy with it, but whatever. So Psychopathic Writers, I always pick these up. I don't really listen to them too much. I usually just listen to them like once or twice, kind of just figure out what songs they're taking the beats from, but. Other than that, I'm not really. Mostly just buying for my collection. They're funny. They're pretty cool. So, ABK again, I was saying I'm not super into him. Road Fools is the last album by him I bought. He just doesn't do much for me. Live shows are great. He always puts on a great live show, but his albums don't really do a whole lot for me, so I'm just not that into him. Axe Murder Boys, I picked it up when it came out to support, and I think I've listened to it like twice. Not a fan. I got Isham's A1 Yola, same thing. I picked that up because it was psychopathic, and kind of was like, yeah. Drive By, all I got is Pony Down. Not sure if they did more or not. I'll have to look that up. V Sinister, that's the guy that won the Gathering contest. I like this album a lot. I picked it up on Hatchet Gear when it came out. I just assumed he was going to become part of their roster. And I don't listen to this a lot, but I do like it a lot. And then I did just see him at the one of the DC G-Con after parties, and he was fucking awesome. And Project Dead Man. And if anybody doesn't know who this is, it's Prozac and Mike Clark. Yeah, I'm gonna make a big crack on that one too. What the hell? It's on Strange Music, and I think this is the only thing they put out. And I ended up seeing these guys open for Twisted. Again, it's Mike Clark and Prozac, and they opened for Twisted one time right here in Grand Rapids, and they were fucking great. So, and these are all got samplers. And then it kind of just gets, after you go through, kind of just gets down to all my Hollow Wicked CDs that I've got doubles of and shit. So I'm not going to go through all those. But here I got the Hollow Wicked singles. So I don't have everything as I've got, so this will be 2016, 2015, 2014, 2013, got Fright Fest 2013, 2012, 2011, 2010, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, and then, yeah, so I went to 2000, let's see, I went to 2002, and that one I went on Devil's Night. It was in Royal Oak. And they ended up not handing out CDs that night. They only could do Halloween because they didn't have enough. And then I didn't go in 2003. And then in 2004, I went. Me and my friend went. And that was the year that, like, the fans rushed the stage and the show got shut down. And they were going to try to hand out CDs on the way out. And it didn't work. And the whole crowd would surge forward. And they were just grabbing them out of the boxes that the guy was trying to hand out. And neither me or my buddy got one. So I don't have one for that year either. So here we get to get DVDs. Got the American Psycho Tour documentary. Family Underground, which I already had. I had already bought the Nuclear Edition, and it came with it, but I just saw this. It was brand new for $5 at FYE, so I picked it up. The Shockumentary, which I also do have. I should have shown here. Got on videotape. I don't believe I bought this the day it came out, but I bought it very soon after it came out, and I've just kind of always held on to it. And then, like I said, I got it on DVD, so I don't really need it anymore, but it's just kind of like sentimental, I guess. So, Psychopathic Videos Volume 2, Volume 1. At the Riddle Box Weekend, I was at this show. I'm not on the DVD at all because I always kind of hang out in the back because I'm old, but I was there, so it's kind of cool to see it on DVD. Bootlegged in LA. I wish I was at that show. That was fucking awesome. Got Big Money Rustlers, Big Money Hustlers, Insane Clown Posse Theater, which is fucking hilarious. Death Racers, just picked that up one year at Hollow Wicked. I think I watched it a couple times. It's a fun movie. I mean, it's just cheesy, but Chronicles of the Dark Carnival, which I'm sorry, fucking sucks. Stranglemania, I don't have it right here, but I do have a VHS copy of Volume 1 that I bought on one of the times that I was at the Great Malenko Tour. This is the Night of Appreciation for Sabu that they wrestled on. This is where I caught that boot that Violent J threw out. This I'm actually on a lot because we were sitting third row, and if anybody does have this and watches it, you'll see me. I'm in a Hatchet Man jersey. I got a buddy next to me wearing a death metal shirt of some kind, I forget which, and then my other buddy right next to him is wearing a jersey that has a 00 on the front, so we stand out pretty good. We're in it quite a bit, so that's the Night of Appreciation for Sabu. So then I got JCW Volume 3, JCW Volume 2, JCW Volume 1, Bloody Mania. I just ordered this one time. I was making another order on Hatchet Gear and saw it was like $10, so I grabbed it. New Year's Eve Ninja Party, 2012. I picked this up at Best Buy. It was $2.99, and I wish I could get my $2.99 back, but oh well, it's in my collection now. Twisted at the Culture Room. I just picked that up at one of their shows. On the Purple show, somebody lent this to me, and I don't know who it was, so I just kind of ended up with it. So, and then I got the Green Book tape, and then this that fell, I just actually used to hold stuff in place. It's just a mug type of thing that I stuck a Hatchet Man sticker on, and then I put it there to hold those up. So, also down here, I was going to show, I got the Violent J Behind the Paint audiobook. This is opened. I've opened it and listened to it, but I just keep it in there. So, and then these here are all doubles. And so I got somewhere in there the missing link Lost that has the cover, the slipcase. So, and this is tickets for my Twisted show that's coming up. This is all a bunch of just flyers and stuff. These are some burn CDs and all that. So, and then if you go over here, I do have some vinyl. This is all just Twisted. Oh, and Blaze. I got Blaze too. Got Continuous Evolution of Life's Questions. Got Wicked that I got signed on a VIP. Green Book and Freak Show. And then when I pre-ordered Casket Factory, I just did the set that came with that. So I do want to get this signed sometime, hopefully, and probably Green Book too, and Continuous Evolution of Life. And I got the 6th box set. So I know everybody's already seen that, so not gonna go through all that, but got that there. And then just while I'm right here, got my games collection. So got Juggalos Against Sanity. I was gonna get that at the con, and they sold out before I could get it, so I ended up ordering it on Hatchet Gear. Got Morton's List, which I have not played yet, but I want to. I got that at the con. Got Into the Aqua Side. My buddy actually picked this up for me at the gathering when it was released, so I got the bonus cards too. And then Quest for Shangri-La. So if you can see, if you've watched the merch video that I did, I do talk about that. I got it on eBay. I was going to get it when it came out and decided not to. And later decided I wanted it, so I got it on eBay for probably quite a bit more than I would have paid for it in the store, but oh well, that's what I had to do. So that's pretty much it. So if you made it all the way through this, I appreciate you watching, appreciate the support. I'm still just kind of getting into this whole YouTube thing. So you see up here, I got collection of wrestling figures, got the Beanie Boys. I do have the other ones. I got Twisted over there, and I got the Alex Abyss one somewhere. It's around here somewhere, but so. And then that's the John Cena You Can't See Me CD. I got that signed. That's actually a really good album. Kind of recommend it. So other stuff, got VIP passes, got the gang rags, got some other stuff hanging up. So this little shadow box, if you will, that I made. It's got the audiobook ad, Behind the Paint. I'm sorry, yeah, Behind the Paint, and then Into the Echo Side. Fagel Lovers, and then the Tempest patch that came with it. This is for the Twisted show in Lansing. One of the guys that was on it, where is he? Knowledge MC. I ordered my tickets from him, and when he sent them to me, he sent me a big envelope with about 5 of these in it. So I took one and framed it. He's actually going to be opening when they play here in Grand Rapids on Friday too. So he's badass. Boondocks. That's pretty much it. Yeah. Oh, I have over here. I did the. Whoops! This ran into my Halloween CDs. I did the Dark Carnival Seance thing at the DTC Con. So framed that. This I actually just bought. I went to the store, bought a. I'm gonna try to figure out a better way to fasten it on there, but so got the Boondocks Crimson Creek, the fold-out poster. Some the Darkness tour poster that it came with, and the what do I want to say, promo flats, got those signed. And this too, you can kind of see that's from the Be My Bloody Valentine tour. I played right here at the intersection. The VIP for that. So, all right, well, that's pretty much it. So thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll get another video out here pretty soon, and I will see you all then.